Alright, guys. Good morning. Okay, we'll sit down. It's wet outside, but morose and cold day. But yeah, it's a back day. I recording this video after my workout because there were just too many people in the gym, and I don't want to be that guy like talking in front of everybody, just annoying people. And I decided to just do my workout and then record the intro after. And it's standard stuff. I did some muscle ups. I was, I'm, I'm really interested in about slow muscle up. You know where you grab the bar, like that. The bar is right here, and you like do it's a slow version of it. That's pretty cool. The lead of calisthenics, I would say, and I feel very comfortable with muscle ups now, even without swinging. I did it on the video that you're about to see, but yeah, we'll just have fun with calisthenics. There's nothing wrong with them. Like they're not necessarily good for muscle growth, but they're still pretty good. They're fun. That's what I'm about. They're fun, and it's just good to know what your body can do by itself, without weights. And yeah, we'll do some muscle ups, pull ups, weighted pull ups. Then we'll do our regular rows, and I found a landmine just hiding there, and I did some rows from Dorian Yates. You'll see that I talked about it, and also I did the one where you stand like that, bend it, and bring it towards yourself. You'll see it. And also, at the end of the video, I talked a lot about steroids. And again, I'm not on anything. It's probably very noticeable. But yeah, I really got deep into the topic of steroids and the fact that what's going on inside the industry right now, with the fitness industry in general. And I was talking for 15 minutes. I got a little aggressive at some point, a little heated with myself. But yeah, if you just, it's just about what's going on right now and how the expectations are so high of people, like being 10% body fat, 240 pounds, just huge and shredded. Like, that's not real. That's not what's actually going on with natural bodybuilding, with us, regular people. And yeah, if you want to just, I'm just curious what you think. So we can skip my workout if you're not interested, even though it's pretty fun. I had a good pump. You can go all the way back to 15 minutes before the ending and just listen part of it and see if you agree at all. If you agree, you know, let me know. If not, just comment. I'm curious what you think. I'm willing to change my mind. And yeah, let's just start rolling. Whew. So this landmine exercise was preached by Dorian Yates himself. And there's a machine where you just lay down with your chest and almost horizontally, and you hold the bar towards yourself with this that kind of grip. But when there's no such machine, you can use this bar and the landmine, I mean. And we'll do that for probably like 3 sets each side, and then do a machine. And those 4 exercises I did will be enough to pump my back up. If it won't be enough, we'll do another one, a random one, maybe even like the dumbbell rows or something, and that'll be more than enough today. And again, guys, thanks for the support. I see a lot of comments, I see a lot of likes, subscribing, and all that other stuff. Thanks. We'll just keep going. Just stay tuned. That's all I ask for. And yeah, let's see. This whole time I was doing the landmine, and look what's behind me. The machine I was talking about. Nobody uses it, so it looks like it's just not there. So we'll do another set of these, and then move on to that machine, and that'll be good enough because there are no machines here for back. Surprisingly, there's like one really crappy one that I don't really feel my back at all. So we'll do this one more set for both heads, and we'll move on to that one where we just stand and row. That should be pretty good. So this machine is pretty good. I really like the fact that I really don't like the fact that there's no support except you gotta stand yourself up and hold yourself up there. Like on the regular machine where you're laying down, that's much better because you don't need to like focus on putting yourself in a proper position because you're already in a proper position laying down on your chest. So, but it's still like, even though I have to support myself standing up, but it's still pretty good to keep yourself. I mean, it's still a pretty good exercise because it targets your lats better than any other exercise almost out here. So we'll do 2 more sets of those, and yeah, I get the pump. And I don't know what else we can do. I feel pretty exhausted already, and my back feels sore already. So we'll do 2 sets of these, and then do some talking, as we usually do. Ooh, there you go, boys and girls. Primarily boys in this channel, but it was a great workout. As you know, if you watched my last video, I took a rest day yesterday because I was just feeling horrible. I slept like 4 hours and I fell asleep by like, I don't know, 6, woke up at midnight. Couldn't fall asleep till like 2. It was terrible, but I slept maybe like 9 hours today, so it was pretty good. Whew. It was a relatively good back day. They don't have a lot of machines, even though they do get the work done. And yesterday I must have had like 5,000 calories of food because I didn't eat well the day before, and now it's just they were serving shrimp with nice sauce and rice, and I just had like probably like 2 or 3 kilos of it just in my little bowl. Collect it all, go to my dorm, and just eat every like half an hour. So let's check out the pump. Whew. It gets harder and harder to take off my large tank tops, so probably gonna upgrade to XL now. Let's see what we have. Let me just lower the thing. So I certainly feel full. Oh, well, good night of sleep. A lot of food yesterday, so see, diggling. Oh, yeah. The last landmine row, not a landmine, but the thing I was doing the last one was pretty good. Let's see what we have. Oh, look at that. See the lads. Damn. Whew. Feeling full, feeling really full. The thing is, I'm still 200 pounds, and it's extremely annoying because I can't gain weight right now. And the thing is, you can just say eat more. I will say, you're right, Sherlock, but I cannot eat more because I get to the point when I'm just about to puke. So it's just hard. Like I can't get more into my system because my body just refuses to take it, and that's the worst part. Like that's the holdback that I have is that I can't eat the stuff I need, and I can't sleep. I fall asleep at the right time. That just holds me back so much. If those two parameters were constants, and I mean constant, they're good constants, then I would have been probably like on my way to 100 kg. This whole channel is about me gaining 100 kg, and 222 pounds. That's what I'm after. I want that. 220, I'll take it still. And of course, I want to be like walking like that with 100 kg. I want to have like, 10, 15%. Okay, not 15, maybe like 10% body fat. I don't really like looking for some like men's physique. I'm not like, that's not my goal. It's too much sacrifice. Like the cutting isn't just good for you. That's how they all say it. I mean, it's just cutting again. There's extreme of cutting and there's extreme of bulking. Both of those extremes are can negatively impact your overall health. There's a golden mean, as Aristotle said, like in the middle of it, that is good. And for me, the golden mean falls on the side of bulking, which is like a little bit higher on the spectrum. And that's what I'm after. I want to be aesthetically big, like still have veins coming out on my shoulders, and like looking big. But I'm not really after like the like shredded abs or stuff. I still have the abs, but I also have this, which I'm grateful for. Like I don't want it to go. I want to look good, but it's about like just being freakishly big and healthy, of course, and strong. All those parameters. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wouldn't call myself lucky, with genetics, but being like 6 feet and being 200 pounds already at just 2 years of training, of like relatively consistent training. But if just like I can be like gaining 20 pounds of muscles for me, it's just extremely difficult. And it's as for anybody else that are natural. Like for being not natural, it's still pretty hard to gain 20 pounds of muscles. But you know how much easier it is. You can have bad sleep, you can have not a lot of food, and you still be just getting pumped every like month. You'll be gaining a few pounds of muscles. There's no hope for us naturals, and it's just there's a like this, the media was influenced so heavily by all those freaks that are popping I don't know 100 milliliter of tests every day, and like just D-ball and all that other stuff. They just feeling their system and with all those steroids, and they're just big. And obviously they're put in the work, they put in the consistency, time, effort, all that. But again, that little injection gets you so much further than being natural. Like there's just people do not respect naturals now because they're not that big as the guys that are on something. And that's just the most frustrating part is that like you train, you have a better diet, you have a better sleep, you have better training, like you're just, you know, grinding all day long, all not all day, but like an hour a day long consistently. But those guys that go like twice a week and inject a bit sometimes, they just get big. And again, there's a misconception that people that are on steroids are always big. They're not. There's a lot of guys out there that are on steroids, and you won't even be able to tell that they're on steroids. Like some people can say I'm on steroids, and I'll take it as a compliment, but I'm not. Like I'm not even on testosterone that I'm just bought from Greg a couple days ago. It's still delivering. We'll try that actually. This should be pretty fun. But my overall physique went quite far for the past month. The thing is, I'm exactly 200 pounds as I was a month ago, but I'm looking bigger, I think. Just my back, my back especially, like this thing. Yeah, I mean, the back is my signature. Like I did all the pull-ups I did in my childhood, that's where it's come from. And again, I'm not posing much, but again, you see what are we here, what we're working with. And yeah, so again, going back to it, and not to be boring, that's the goal of this channel, is just to bring people's expectations a bit lower for bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding. That's like a natural physique, and with years of training, that's what you're gonna get. For now, like I'm just like a few years of consistent training, dieting, and sleep and recovery, you can get that. And I'm not big. I mean, okay, I'm a little big. I'm still just 200, but I'm a little bit bigger than average. But it's still not even close to the ideal, not the ideal, but like the current standards on the media. Like the media standards are just 240, 6'2". Like I'm 6'2", but still, it like this, like people are so much shredded, so much more lean mass, and it's just sad that like all those young kids that are like 16, 18 are just expecting to be that big. And it's just again, it's a never-ending topic. People talk about it endlessly. Is that people just keep advertising that they're natural while they're not, and all the youth following them thinking, wow, that's supposed to be great, but why am I not that big? Why am I not that strong? Why I don't have like 5% body fat and I'm like 220 pounds? Like they just don't get it. And people are not open on the media about it. It's just annoying. And again, I'm here. I'm telling about my diet. I will tell about my diet more. I'm telling about my supplements by like I don't know, I already decided like Gorilla Mind for sleep. Um, what else? Like omega 3. There's one more for digestion. Like there's a few supplements I take just for my overall health, but and for bulking as well. And but still, like that's things you can get in your food. You can get it in your food. Creatine I take also, but you're not gonna take get tren and test in your food, which is just how it is. And the thing is, like we are chasing that ideal physique that we see like Sam, like I don't know, Greg, all those guys, and most of them are not open, and it's obvious that they're on something. But most of the people do not know. They just think, oh, that's real. Like people really were saying, like Alex Ebunk is a natural. He's not. He's on SARMs. He said it himself. There are Trend twins. Seriously, like a couple months ago, I was looking at, at the comments under Trend twins video, thinking they're natural, and some guys like, yeah, of course they're natural. Trend. The name came from like them joking around. Like, no, they're not. They're openly taking steroids. They have needles in their videos everywhere. Like, come on, what are you talking about? It's just I'm just frustrated for those guys on like, commenting. They have no fucking clue what they're talking about. No clue. Just don't comment. Like you have no idea. You're just like spitting out some stuff, thinking you know something. You know nothing. That's the thing. And again, I'm getting a little aggressive, but it's just frustrating. Like there's are guys out there that think that. And what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I remember now. How can you see me actually? Pretty well. I just gotta get closer. I want to get closer to you guys. So yeah. Again, let me just lower the brightness. Okay. Yeah. So going back to the topic of steroids, there's a. I already said about that. Expectations they have on media about steroids in general. God, let me just do my like that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. And like for us naturals, it's hard to gain so much weight, lean weight, in such a short period of time, like all those other guys do. Like you see the crazy, insane transformation in 2 years, and they're like going from 145 to like 220, just benching through 4 plates and all that stuff. And they're like, I'm natural. Like, yeah, of course you are. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, there are some guys out there that are that they're elite of the elite genetics, but like even they're it's so rare, and we see them so often that is just impossible percentage wise. So like that's what is the channel about. I'm gonna show you my routine, show you my diet, show you my supplements, show you my training, and we'll see the progression that I'm gonna make in I don't know in a year. Like we're gonna like for like already it's been a month and I haven't changed much. I still bench the same I do and still like maybe a little better, but still I'm almost on the same level, even maybe worse in my lifts sometimes. But overall, the way I look, I'm satisfied. So yeah, and it's like this channel is about natural expectations. Like it's what you're gonna see in the real world when you're out there. When you're not on YouTube looking at those guys bulking like Sam and other guys. They're like I don't think he's even open about his steroid use, even though he's a great guy. Like apparently, right? And that's just annoying. Like people just like I understand that they're getting inspired to be like him, but and it's like it gives you that motivation to be like oh wow, he looks so cool and all that. But that's not you're not gonna look like that. Unfortunately, you may look like that in years, maybe. But even in years, most of the guys are not gonna look like that. Even they're gonna train, have a perfect diet, perfect training, they're not gonna get to that point because it's just so much harder when you're natural. So, yeah. So yeah, we'll just keep training. We will keep doing our stuff, and I'm not. There's not gonna be a lot of buyers for what I do because I'm not 240 shredded, but still, I'm gonna keep training. I'm gonna do my best in like getting into 100 kg shredded and increasing my strength and all that. But still, like that's what you're gonna get. Like most of the guys out there aren't on steroids, and there should be somebody representing them, like saying that like that's what you're gonna get when you're natural, when you're doing all this stuff. But like, sorry, you're not gonna be like I don't know all those guys when we see on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, just because it's just the way it is. Like the steroids is just so OP when it comes to like gaining weight, but it's also so bad for your health. Of course, like some people can you say like, no, it's not. Look at Arnold. Look at the, I don't know Dorian Yates. Look at all those guys. They are alive, but those are um, they had professionals working on their cycles, on their diets, on their longevity. Like it's not, you're not gonna get that. You're broke. We're broke, and we're not planning on competing. So, but most of the guys, like you can see a ton of examples out there of guys that are just, you know, taking something, they're doing it wrong, or just doing or just they're doing it correct, but they're getting heart attacks, they're getting, acne all over their bodies, they're getting like liver failure. There's so many side effects that come with that, even if you're perfect with your cycle. Like it's just not that simple. And is it worth it? Like, is gaining those 10, 15 pounds of your of muscles worth cutting out like 20 years of your life? Like, that's true. Like, you will lose your lifespan by quite a lot. Like, maybe you will some of you will avoid it. Like, there's some of all those dumb reels and like TikToks out there. I don't watch TikTok, but like I get the reels from my Instagram of guys like one cycle won't hurt, and like they're posing after that like big, much bigger and all that. It didn't. On the outside, it didn't. But ask your organs, like how your organs feeling. Have a therapy session with them. And yeah, again, I've been talking for 15 minutes, but it's just a topic I wanted to get at because, like, a lot of guys out there do have no idea what's like actually going on, and like that's just something peptide of mine, something that like annoys me. Pet peeve. Well, that's the word. And yeah, that's enough talking. We'll do chest tomorrow. Just feeling it. My pushing strength is back from all that rest day, and it's been a couple of days since I did chest, so it should be fun. We'll do it here as well. And yeah, guys, we'll stay in touch. I will go get some food, go get my new phone, same one as I have right now, but it's just a new one. And yeah, we'll get into the edits and we'll see. Yeah, comment. Just actually, like, I don't want to be just here talking about myself. If you, let this here. If you like have something to add on to what I said, or maybe disagree with me, like please say it. I'm willing to talk in the comments. I'm willing to like change my opinion. I'm not stubborn. Like I will, if I'm wrong, I will change my mind. But I don't think I'm wrong because you can literally see it, guys. Come on, like that's what's happening. Guys on stuff, and they're like, I'm natural, and all those guys following them thinking like, why am I not so getting so much bigger in like 2 months? And yeah, comment, just say something. We like that's the time to discuss it. That's the time to like break this stereotype and misconception about fitness and bodybuilding and muscle building in general, because that's what's going on. They're full of shit. All of them are full of shit. They're thinking they're like, so big and huge. They're not transparent about what they take, and like the wrap, like the outside of the book is good. Like you can see how beautiful they are, even though like most of them have acne and that looks terrible. But still, they can see the outside, but the inside is just there's like organ failures. There's so much bad stuff happening to them. And again, I'm not talking for everybody. I'm talking for the majority of those guys. And again, I'm not against steroids. I'm not against steroids. Let's get that clear. I think steroids are a great tool to have under your disposal when you are competing, when you're like on the elite, when you're an elite lifter, and you have all those like doctors and dietitians and all those other people working with you, and you can like be like, for example, Ronnie Coleman, right? 300 pounds. Was it 300 pounds? I think 300 pounds. Just he'll remain in our memories and in history books for forever. And he can't even walk now. He rides on a wheelchair. But I understand why. He built a legacy that everybody respects. Everybody respects him. I mean, everybody. You know what I mean. People respect him, and it just that's worth taking steroids for when it brings your potential. He won't ever be the man he is without steroids. He would be a good men's physique competitor, looking big like he was in the 80s, 90s, probably 90s. Like he was already really good, like elite of the bodybuilding of the whole his muscle mass. But when he goes to hop on some juice, he just gets so much bigger and one Mr. Olympias. That I can respect. But again, when you're on YouTube taking stuff, look at this hair stuck on my ear. I can't find it. Okay, I'll get it later. When you're on YouTube taking stuff and not being transparent about it, again, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's not the business of mine. But you're influencing the people watching you. People are getting on steroids, getting on, I don't know, maybe not getting on steroids at all because they have no idea what they're doing, and they're like, failing. They're failing in their growth. They're disappointed. Their expectations has been broken, and all that other stuff. That's the people I don't respect because they're just, lie about it. They are liars. They're not being transparent about what they do, and it's crucially important for people watching them because that's where, like, they need to know, because that's they're after. A lot of them are inspired and they want to be like them, or at least like be their version of them, like their best version of them. And yeah, so again, that's the point of this channel. It's been 32 videos already, but here's a. Or I got kicked out of the changing room, but yeah, I said everything I wanted to, and now we'll just get some rest and do all the other stuff, get some food, and yeah, tell me what you think, because that's been on my mind since I started this thing, maybe even before that. And yeah, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.